All right, cool. What are you doing this time?
Well, Gary, we're recording this right around Christmas time. It's coming out. This is our first episode of the new year. Actually, this is coming out on New Year's Day. And with all of this,
changed.
Yeah. With all of this time-related stuff, I wanted to dive in to everybody's favorite stocking stuffer, the page-a-day calendar.
Oh, what's your record on how far have you gotten on a page-a-day calendar?
Oh, God, probably February.
I think I've gotten to February. I've speedrun one once and just gone to December 31st. I actually hold the world record on Dilbert's page-a-day. Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to be in an underground racing ring where we used to get together and race page-a-day calendars. And the winner got control over that part of the dead mall.
Nice. Yeah. Oh gosh, just king of the kiosk is what you are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But this is a very special one. This is a page-a-day calendar of other page-a-day calendars.
Oh, Inception.
Yeah. So let's go. We're recording this on December 20th. So let's go to the page there. Let's see what that is. This is pointing to a page-a-day calendar where each day is a different bad game. Okay. Let me cross-reference that. I can pull this out here. And what's on December 20th for this? It's Time Commando.
Okay. Why not have it just be a bad game a day, page-a-day calendar?
Because the extra step makes me feel like I'm doing actual work.
Gotcha. No, it's nice. It's fun to feel things. My name is Gary Butterfield.
My name is Kole Ross.
And welcome to Abject Suffering. We are not cursed by a witch. Please stop bringing it up.
And on this, the first Abject Suffering of 2024, we're talking about a famously bad game. We're talking about Time Commando.
Yeah. This does have its fans. Like everything does. That's meaningless. But it does have its fans, which I was very surprised to find out.
I didn't locate the fans in doing the prep on this one. Where'd you find fans?
Not on the PlayStation version.
Okay.
I'll tell you that much. Just on the PC version of this.
Yeah.
When this came out, there were some people who liked it.
Yeah. This was put into the suggestion machine by Stryker, who says...
We got the American Gladiator audience, finally.
The cop from Mortal Kombat says...
Yeah. This isn't an execution. It's a fatality.
The demo of this game came with a McAfee virus scanner disc. I thought it was amazing when I was 10. A few years later, they found it for $5 at Funkoland. The clerk tried to warn them. This is like literally the worst game ever, right? And Stryker was undissuaded.
Yes.
So,
Stryker was undissuaded is actually the canceled MK Chronicles.
Yes. Stryker weirdly has a major role in Mortal Kombat 10, I think.
I believe it. I haven't played any of those, but I'm curious about them.
Yeah.
I've heard they're good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We got Time Commando. This is different than Time Lord, the rare NES game. This is different than Time Cop, the JCVD movie.
Yeah. The premise behind this is good. It is though, I think, the ugliest character models I've ever seen in a cutscene.
It's really bad, isn't it? Ugly character models with very fun animations.
Very fun animations and competent and serious voiceover.
Mm-hmm.
Like the person doing the acting on the voiceover sounds fine to me.
They believe everything they're saying.
Yeah, they're putting their whole heart in it. It's a future time, is the idea here. And there's a historical tactical center. It's military, sets up this computer where they can go back in time to simulate any form of combat.
Just in case, the world of the 2550s needed to learn something from the combat of the cavemen. Yeah.
It's very much control. Like you run to a big black obelisk, and the first thing it teaches you how to reload guns. That if we had access to time travel, the first thing we would do is go back and get combat data. You know, like and just like learn about the Centurions.
Yeah.
There's a virus, blah blah blah. Our main guy, Stanley Opar, has to go back in time to various time periods.
Yeah.
In this, fighting various people in various time styles, and I was like, oh, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's a pretty fun idea. Like Future Soldier, you go back shoot cavemen, you go back and shoot Centurions.
Tried and true. Even if I can't name a specific game that has done that.
It's a cool. It seems like it's an obvious idea.
Yes.
And then you go back, and it's this very very funny, stiffly animated like beat 'em up fighting game engine.
Yeah.
Thing.
I can't figure this thing out.
No.
Why they thought this series of compromises was what they needed to make a distinctive and worthwhile product.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how much of a compromise is. Like, there are a lot of levels in this. There are a lot of enemy models. Like, I'm not saying you have to hand it to this at all. Mm-hmm. This is an awful video game. But it's not like, it's not straight up phoned in, Kusoge.
Yeah.
The way you might expect it to be.
I found myself being not as mad at this as I expected to be, given the general shoddiness of it. And this doesn't come like this isn't from nowhere. This is from the Little Big Adventure people.
Yes.
From Adeline Software. Yeah.
The fans of it are on the Steam PC version, where it has a very positive reputation.
Okay.
Like, for some people, this is a lost gem. Weirdly enough, that is the theme of this recording session. is like, cult classic.
Yeah.
Kind of things. And there's like dumb fun in this, like watching a Let's Play and scrubbing through it. Like when you're in feudal China, at one point you fight a dragon and he like throws stuff at you.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't happen that often.
No, probably not. Yeah.
The dragon doesn't chuck things.
Yeah. Is it a traditional Chinese style dragon?
Yeah.
Like, is it the long serpent kind of thing? Yeah.
Yeah. And he grabs some with his mouth and kind of hucks it at you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I might do. But it is so hard to control and so ugly and weird.
Yeah.
I really disliked playing it.
Your guy's like time suit, like his like the Tron suit that he's wearing that is completely flesh toned that covers his lumpy misshapen body.
Yeah, it's very very fucking weird character models here.
Yeah. And like the way that this plays, so we got another tank control game. That we're working with here, but it is not being used to like explore a place like in that Hard Edge game or Torg or whatever that was. Trag. Yeah. Instead, this is a brawler that is controlled with tank motions, but it's on this auto-scrolling like belt, like it's almost like a belt scroll of this pre-rendered kind of background that is trying to mimic a little bit of a 2.5D kind of thing.
Yeah.
It is very hard to kind of nail down. And this is kind of approaching a level of like technical fiddliness with weapon reaches and animations and different dodges that you can do while also avoiding traps. So there's a little bit of a Tomb Raider deal going on.
Yes. It had a little Tomb Raider DNA.
Yeah.
I noticed that as well. And also just the generation and how awkward your model moved.
Yeah.
Like back when we could make things that vaguely looked like kind of like people, but we couldn't make anything move like a person.
No, not at all.
Even a little bit.
Yeah.
I didn't get very far in this. I found this hard as well.
Yeah.
I bet you there was a degenerate, like just do the one thing over and over and you can get through everything, but I couldn't quite figure it out.
Yeah. I got to stage 2 and I got to a bear that I couldn't do any damage to.
Yeah.
And I figured that was enough.
Yeah. Again, realistic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What would I do with a bear?
Yeah.
End of the road for me.
Well, let's play that out.
Yeah. Okay.
So we don't have to role play it.
Okay.
I mean, we can. It can be the bear.
Just roar. Yeah. So say I'm out on a hike and there's a very large brown bear.
Look
at me! I'm walking up and down
I'm
hills.
the bear in this scenarow. Is that what you say when you walk?
Yeah, but most of us are talking like that.
The two idiots on a hike. One is a bear. All right. Honey, scratching my butt. I love to hibernate.
Yeah. Boy, that was a pretty stream I just jumped over.
Oh,
Oh boy, what's that cave?
Fum podcaster. Hello.
Yeah. Oh no,
How's it
it's a
going?
bear. What am I gonna do?
Well,
End scene.
No, I'm gonna go gore you.
Yeah.
Come here, give me that belly.
Oh, come on. Hey, you
Yeah.
don't do that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I would disembowel you.
Yeah, no, you maul me. Yeah.
You know what would hurt more than being disemboweled? Being re-emboweled.
I
Or
mean,
just being emboweled.
hastily or inexpertly being emboweled?
Yeah, like double
Yeah.
boweled.
Mm-hmm.
Like everyone talks about disemboweling, but nobody talks about the opposite.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
I think that's a kind of a you can't unscramble an egg territory a little bit.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but with science,
Mm-hmm.
like in this house we believe in science, and I think that we probably can.
In this house, we believe that the guts, once removed, can be configured back inside.
Yeah.
Don't worry,
in addition
I
to
can
all
fix
the other
it. Oh
things that the
God.
sign says. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Just
Yeah.
extra guts. If you
Yeah.
swallow an entire set of guts, are you emboweling yourself?
I mean, so if you're
What if you okay. Bear swallows somebody else's stomach and entire gut system.
yeah,
Then you swallow that bear's stomach? Like this could go on a lot. You could have a stomach inception down to
stumception.
down to like a sparrow level.
Yeah. What am I swallowing with if I don't have any guts?
No, you have a gut.
But he's
Keep up.
taken my guts.
No,
the guts,
that's
the guts
scenario
are in
A.
him. Gary, no, you're not going to be able to walk back on this. What you said was, what if the bear swallowed your guts, and then you swallowed that bear and had your guts and his guts inside of you?
Bear prequel origins. Before the bear swallowed your guts, you swallowed a dog's guts, which had swallowed a cat's guts, which had
Okay.
swallowed a sparrow's guts, which had swallowed a mouse's guts.
Mm-hmm.
Is that
Yeah.
cool? I don't actually have
That'd be cool.
I don't have anything. I just think it's kind of cool that you could just turn yourself into a haggis.
Yeah, do a guts ducking. Yeah.
Yeah, Chloros the human haggis.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
but haggis itself, isn't that just guts with like oats and stuff in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't know what that mouse ate.
No. I mean, it's very
have been an
plausible that
oat.
the mouse ate some oats. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I was
And then inside the
guessing,
mouse, a single oat.
yeah.
It becomes very
The
cute.
oat, what started it all.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I just think the fact that you could just basically do layers
Mm,
like that.
yeah.
Once you can start swallowing things whole, you can go as deep as you want.
Yeah.
You know?
What would you do with a bear? Because I mean, during
Call the
Duckstream,
police.
I need the-
No, I know it's class traitor stuff. It's bad leftism, but I'd probably call the police.
yeah, probably. I mean, what? But
When you want an animal shot, it's actually a good thing to call the police. You only don't want to call them when you don't want your animal shot.
yes, yeah,
Yeah.
No, people in Duckstream chat, they were telling tales out of school and reminding me of your wildly, let's say, self-important estimation of what kind of animals you could deal with.
Oh, sure, that I could
they're-
take on a giraffe,
Yeah, that you could take on a giraffe.
provided I was at the top of the zoo. Yeah.
Right. And I just wanted to know what your estimation of your chances mano a mano against a bear were.
A bear would be much more difficult.
Uh-huh. A bear's dense.
I think I could. Yeah, bear is dense. Bear is strong. A bear cub,
Mm.
maybe.
Oh, I could kill a baby, no question.
Yeah, I think. In fact, I don't think there are very many species that I could not kill their baby.
Yeah.
I'm going real quickly through the different species.
Right. Like baby horses could probably fuck you up.
A baby horse would be like a coin flip.
Okay.
Like I think I could, if I can get the baby horse off its hooves,
Mm-hmm.
then I'm gravy.
Yeah.
If it's a standing fight, like if it's an honorable fight in the ring, the horse will win. The horse will kick my chest in.
Yes.
If it is like an underground tournament,
Mm-hmm.
you know, then I think like just man versus horse, and then like they put me up against, Buttercup.
Mm-hmm.
Then and I could get to the side of the horse and push it over. I think I could probably take it out.
Okay.
Yeah. What's the toughest animal you think you could take out?
Oh, I don't know.
When this conversation came up with Will originally, and Will was like, I couldn't even fight a dog. And I'm like, come on, man.
I mean, it depends on the dog. Like, I feel like it would take a chunk out of me. But let's say Labrador on
We're not
down.
saying you have to do a flawless victory.
Right,
like
right.
You just have to win.
I think Labrador on down. So like shadow from Homeward Bound. I could probably get my arms around him and snap his neck.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that'd be great. Fuck that guy.
Yeah. Any bigger than that? Like if we're talking, pitties or a mastiff or whatever? No, couldn't do it.
Yeah.
But a dog, especially a trusting one. Yeah. I mean, yeah, no question. I mean,
all day long.
Yeah. I mean, it would do more damage to me to kill the puppy than it would, to the puppy.
Yeah. That would be difficult. I guess, and then they win the ultimate victory.
Right.
As you sink into depression and guilt.
Yeah. Like they're no longer alive, but I can't live with myself is the thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. So I would say dogs, yes, but like Labrador on down. Like I do not hold myself in especially high esteem that I could take on a bear or up.
I think the reason why I think I could take on a giraffe is that my understanding of any animal is that if you come at it from the side, you win. I don't know what a giraffe would do to me if I came at it from the side.
But the problem is they're so high up. Like the side is so like this.
Do I need to remind you I'm at the top of the zoo?
But that's getting into like, if Batman had time to plan shit.
Yeah, I guess that is true.
Come on.
Yeah.
And I'm talking man versus wild in the arena. You start out on either end at footing. If you come at the side from a giraffe, you're just going to walk under the giraffe.
Yeah, and punch it in the balls.
Well, I mean, you get a
grab
shot
its genitals and pull.
You get a shot in.
Yeah. Like a big shot though. Do other animals also have ball pain? Do you know?
Oh, I don't know. I know cats can't taste sweet.
Yeah. And a lot of there are animals birds can't taste capsaicin. Only mammals can.
Right. Yeah.
So
that's why you get the spicy suet. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I always try to pepper spray a bird.
Yeah.
And they just come back for more.
Yeah. Having fun scratching your chin there?
No. I was scratching. I was hoping it wasn't coming through on the mic.
Yeah,
it's amazing that it is. My waveform looks so like tiny, but
yeah.
Well, fuck. Okay.
We had to go back to an old recording here. I
just had an itch.
Yeah. I don't know. There was a shocking statistic. It was like, what % of men think they can kill a bear?
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see here. Could you beat a bear in a fight? A surprising number of Americans think they could beat a bear. Let's see here. Going on down. Grizzly bears. 6% of Americans think they can beat a grizzly bear in a fight.
6%? That's pretty high.
Yeah, that is pretty high. In a room with 20 men, there's a greater likelihood, a greater than zero likelihood that one of them thinks I could fuck with a bear.
You could probably point them out. Like that, you can probably just like look at the cars on their t-shirt and be like, yeah.
Yeah.
I just put into Google, does it hurt if you kick a horse in the balls?
Okay.
And the first two autocomplete questions is, does it hurt to get kicked by a horse? This is a core question. And then Reddit, is kicking a horse okay?
Like, is it doing all right? Is it thriving? Is kicking a horse thriving?
Yeah. Is it live, laugh, love? Slay queen, kick that horse.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's about. Yeah. Also known as a barrel kick or a pony clubber. I
want to know what asshole ass is that doesn't hurt to be kicked by a horse.
Pretty incredible. And then just the auto response here, like, yes, it hurts to be kicked by a horse.
Thanks, ChatGPT.
Exactly. Yeah. And then somebody, crazy horse girl since birth, says, "Oh, absolutely, it does." It would have been so baller for the first person to say, I would just be like, "Not at all." Like, are you fucking kidding? Of course not.
That's how I wake up every day. Come on.
Yeah, it's more of like a gentle tickle. If you've had a tattoo, it's basically the same thing.
Right.
It releases endorphins.
Yeah. So somebody says, "Oh, it depends where it kicks you." Okay, cool.
Yeah, yogis do it in order to meditate and concentrate.
To achieve enlightenment. Yeah. I sent you the Newsweek article with the chart of what animals. So grizzly bears at the bottom at 6%. They're like, most of this chart is maniacs of people who think they can accomplish way more than they can. Right. Okay. So like, Grizzly bear at 6%. Right above that at 8%, you have lion and elephant.
Ooh, elephant? Are you out of your fucking mind?
What are you going to do with an elephant? Oh my God, you're going to be smashed.
Well, even like, so my tactic for killing animals is to come at from them from the side.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I could get through it. Like I could do damage to an elephant.
No, it's got high DR. Yeah, it's got the hide.
I like punched an elephant as hard as I possibly could. I would break my hand.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Mm-hmm. Like, you're the only thing you can do. It's kind of like with a rhino. You have to go for the eyes.
Yeah. The weak spot, or pull on the balls again. Yeah. I feel like that's, probably okay.
Yeah.
The rest of these, as you go up, they do get more reasonable, which of course they do.
Yeah.
I think it's weird that only 72% think they could fight with a rat.
Yeah.
Then it gets unreasonable the other way. How do you lose it against a rat? One fourth of dudes.
So we need to get to the question. Which of the following animals, if any, do you think you could beat in a fight if you were unarmed?
Yes.
With rats and with house cats to a certain degree. Oh, that made me sad.
That does make me. We had to put that aside.
We do. Yes.
All of this is arguably when I kill that giraffe, it'll be sad. So we have to put aside all that stuff. Yeah. Let's put aside our emotions and become pure killing machines for a moment.
Really run afoul of the fans of The Last of Us.
Yes.
With a rat, like, you're just, okay, are we in a sealed room? Are there exits? I don't think that it gets down to this weird thing where, like, yeah, I could probably, you just stomp on a rat. It's just right there. But also, like, it gets around, like, can it run away indefinitely? That thing is going to starve before I do.
Wear you out.
Yeah.
If it's going to try to rope a dope.
Yeah.
Like, I think in this situation, both parties are probably motivated to fight.
Okay.
Yeah. So the rat does want to fight you. The rat would run up to you and try to bite through your foot.
Mm-hmm.
You would be wearing shoes. That would be the end of the rat.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
House cat, if you decide to go full Gummo, Satan Tango, kind of deal.
Awful, but doable.
Yeah.
Next up on the list is goose. Goose is 61%. Gooses have a big intimidation factor.
They do. It's all bark, no bite, though. Like, they can, fuck you up, but like they don't have claws. They can peck at you, but by pecking at you, they extend and they've got that big floppy neck.
Their weak point.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you could just take out a goose. I think that people are underestimating themselves. I said men earlier. This is just Americans.
Yeah. I said men earlier, too.
It does seem like kind of implied.
Like, once you start getting down to like chimpanzee, you start getting into like, oh, it's only dudes. That 17% is pulled from dudes.
Yeah. How many women are being like, yeah, I could beat a bear in a fight? Not that many. Medium-sized dog. I think it's interesting that we skipped large dog.
Large dogs down. So 49% of people think they could take on a medium-sized dog.
We skipped small dogs is what we did.
Yes.
Like a chihuahua. Like,
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. That's basically just a rat.
Yeah. Super rat.
Yeah.
Medium-sized dog, I think, again, 50 is still low.
Yeah.
Like, beat is the operative word. I think people are really getting hung up on this idea of like a flawless victory.
Yeah.
Like they don't want to get hurt. But if you really had to, of course you could.
Mm-hmm.
No problem.
Not at all.
Yeah. Now this is where it gets interesting. Next one, eagle. 30%. Now, an eagle has an advantage you don't.
Yeah. Talons
and flight.
Uh-huh.
The eagle can not only wear you out, but it can also do like diving runs.
Right. Yeah. If we're taking, getting away, the eagle understands, somebody has cast a spell to make it know only one of you is leaving this sealed in room.
Yes.
Yeah. It can play keep away. Like
so we switched over before this. I was like, these people are being a little bit too unconfident in themselves.
Mm-hmm.
This is the fulcrum in which they are too confident in themselves.
But here's the thing with an eagle, like it needs to get close to attack you. And like its surface area is so high. So you just got to wait for it to come and make an attack. If it's pissed off enough, it's going to do it. It only takes one time for you to get a hold of that eagle and then break its bones. Right.
Its bones are very thin. You could grab a couple pinion feathers and it wouldn't be able to fly right. That's true.
Yeah.
So it becomes like an odds thing, like an alpha strike. If it comes down and rips off your scalp, you're probably too distracted to fight.
Eagle can take way less punishment than I can.
Yes, that's true. Yeah. So it might. Yeah, you're right. I think that's true.
Yeah.
Large dog.
23%. That feels
23%.
Yeah,
It's not bad.
that feels about right. Half as confident that you can beat a large dog as a medium dog.
If I were to slip all of the people who did the survey a little note that said "cut from the side," I feel like that percentage would have jumped way up. Because what is the dog going to do? Come from the side. The flank is the weak point of animals.
Yes,
I'm just saying that.
Yeah. And now we're getting into the land of make-believe because 17% of Americans think they can take on a chimpanzee. Have you seen that woman who had her face ripped off?
Have you seen? Nope. You probably can't. Multiple people can't take on a chimpanzee.
No.
Yeah. I'm a giraffe killer by trade, and I still can't take on a chimpanzee.
70%, wildly optimistic.
Yeah, pretty optimistic.
Yeah.
They can also use tools.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a good chance that chimpanzee is packing.
A chimpanzee is the first one of these that feels like it can use tactics.
Yes. Tactics and weapons.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and could like potentially bribe the judges to like look the other way and stuff. Like there's all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Dunstan could check in before you check out. Yeah.
Dunstan knocks out. Yeah. Dunstan weighs in. The spin-off movie about the underground fighting. Man versus animal. Now the next one I think is really interesting. King Cobra, because this is to me similar to the eagle thing.
It's the inverse of the eagle, right? Because
if it gets you, it can do. It's a super glass cannon. Yeah. If it gets you, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
If you can get it, that's it.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know if you can get it. The King Cobra has like the most chance of getting away, though. You ever try holding on to a snake?
Escape. Nobody's trying to escape. They want to kill you.
No, but it's not trying to get away. But like it can,
like regroup.
It can wriggle away. Really, the only thing that you have, again, mano a mano. You know, if you were unarmed, the only thing you can really do with a King Cobra is grab it and try to break it.
Yes.
Right. And doing that exposes you to that thing just being able to wriggle out of your hand. Right.
Don't you think though, like a snake it can wriggle out of your hand because you're holding it because you don't want to hurt it? If you were actually just gripping it below its neck and doing it hard, do you think it wouldn't be able to wriggle out? I don't know. We have to figure it out. We have to.
There's going to be extensive testing after this.
Yeah. I had to go to the Duckfeed compound / children's zoo where we do all these murders. Yeah. Next up, kangaroo. I think that's very interesting.
Oh, man. 14% of people.
Yes.
That needs to go way down.
Kangaroo it does have to go down, but I think that a lot of people don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
That kangaroos are scary.
Yeah. Like you're picturing a mama and her Joey. No, the kangaroo that's going to be fighting you probably looks like the most jacked man you've ever seen.
Those buff kangaroos.
Yeah.
Which I find scary even when they're not fighting me. I don't know that I could fight a picture of one.
No.
Like
I couldn't tear a picture of one in half. It would
get me in submission.
It would dominate me just by its aura. There's no chance. Kangaroo has to be I would say right above gorilla. Right. We need to bump kangaroo down.
Yeah. And it also subverts my flanking thing. Like I think the flank is still probably fairly safe.
Yeah.
But the thing that's scary,
upright. Yeah.
It's upright and it kicks forward.
Yeah.
So like when people have tried to poke holes in my absolutely waterproof plan to kill a giraffe from the top of the zoo, they've been like, oh, they can kick off people's heads. Mm-hmm. I'm like, yeah, I looked that up. They certainly can if you come at them from behind. They can kick off somebody's head.
Yeah.
The kangaroo can kick off your head from the front.
Mm-hmm.
You have to come at a kangaroo from behind.
Yeah.
You know, and that's harder to get to than a flank.
Yeah.
You know,
it just the fact that it's upright means it can pivot. It can pivot more easily. It doesn't have to do an end around. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Here's one I think is a little bit underrated is wolf. Only 12% of people say that. A wolf is a big angry dog. Yes, it could take your throat. If it doesn't take your throat and you're still in it, go for the eyes, punch it a bunch. I think you'll be okay.
I think wolf is accurately rated here.
Really? More like you think it being less than both chimpanzee and kangaroo is apt?
I think that people are overestimating their chances against chimpanzees and kangaroos.
Okay.
I like those should definitely be smaller numbers than the wolf. Have you seen the size of a wolf, dude?
Yeah.
It's like a raven versus a crow.
Yeah, they're huge.
It's
like a mastiff.
No, I mean bigger than a mastiff. Like a wolf will stand its shoulder basically right around your chest. Like it will fuck you up. Yeah.
No, yeah, wolf's big. I understand that. It bites. It's got a lot of jaw strength. Can like break a bone. Yeah. Probably. If it gets your throat, that's it for you. If it gets like your arm, you stick your thumb in its eye.
Yeah,
you know?
True. Yeah.
Like I'm not saying that like it'd be easy. I just think that maybe the proportion, man, maybe you're right. That's accurately rated and they're overrated. I just think the proportions are maybe wrong.
Yeah. No, I would still put wolf, as you have a better chance than against a kangaroo or a chimpanzee. But that's pretty close. I think that, I think that those need to be closer to the wolf than anything else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next up, we got crocodile.
I think people are overrating the dangerousness of crocodile.
I think so too.
Yeah.
It has one move. The difficulty is whether you're fighting it in its turf. I think having a sea animal that like relies on stealth and moving quickly in the sea is kind of unfair pool here.
Little bit. Yeah. If we're just in a Pokemon arena.
Yes. And it's just going to walk at me. Like I know they can walk fast on land. If anybody corrects anything in this, you're wrong.
No, you're going to be banned.
You're banned, and also reconsider. I guarantee you this is well researched.
Yeah.
A crocodile, I understand they can run at you very fast on land, but if you can dodge to the side and get in on the side, flank, that's it.
It's basic Komodo dragon tactics. If you're being chased by a Komodo dragon, you have to turn very quickly. They can't make turns very fast, right? Similar thing with crocodiles. They get a hold of you, you're fucked. They're going to do the death spiral. But there's also, with a crocodile, you have the move of holding their jaws shut.
Yes.
Right?
I don't know if the death spiral would work on land. And you could stand if Pitfall has taught me anything. You could probably stand on their face, on their jaw, and that's it.
Yeah.
For them, you could just starve it to death.
Yeah.
Like you just eat sunflower seeds out of your pocket while standing on their mouth.
Yes.
Yeah.
Way too many people think they can kill a gorilla.
Gorilla, that's nuts.
8%. That should actually be lower. That number should be smaller than grizzly bear. Honestly.
It might be the lowest one.
Yeah.
On here. Like a gorilla is scary.
Yeah. And that needs to be sub 1%. Like if you're not already the strongest man in the world, you're fucked against a gorilla. Yeah.
Incredibly strong and very confident. They have the smallest balls and they do cunnilingus. And yet they're such fucking confident monsters.
They're kings.
Yeah, they're absolutely kings of the world.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing that they can improve upon them. Elephant?
Elephant's more, it's a logistical challenge more than anything. It can stomp you, but
and also, you getting to the side of it would be very difficult, but you can't finding a way to hurt it is very difficult for this, I think. That would be the hard part of that.
Yeah. Lion, you end up getting in tough because is it a male lion or is it a female lion?
Yeah.
Big discrepancy there.
Big discrepancy. Also really tricky, but I think that should be easier than both gorilla and elephant. Yeah. Very much.
Not easy. Not like super easy.
No. Not easier than rat or anything.
No.
But easy. And then the bottom thing on this list, we have, grizzly bear, as we mentioned.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't think 6% of people could take a grizzly bear.
No.
But I don't think it belongs at the bottom of the list either.
No.
As the hardest monster.
Yeah. People's intuition about animals is really flawed.
Very flawed. It's one of the, I remember saying like the flaws in our language where we think cat is the opposite of dog. You think they're so fucking similar. Like,
hey Gary, in your estimation, what is the opposite of dog?
It'd be like mailbox or something, or like the concept like Freon gas. It'd have to be something very, very wildly different.
See, you're wrong. The opposite of dog is God.
There we go.
Yeah.
Imagine all of this stuff was talking about time travel. If you like this show, and we got to go on vacation. We don't have time. There's no Game Facts Gold. There's we both didn't get very far in this game that has a good concept. It is unspeakably ugly.
Oh, the one detail that I didn't talk about, the megacorp that your character works for is called Ortega.
Yeah.
Like the taco seasoning.
I like that. If you like the show, head on over to patreon.com/duckfeed.tv. We appreciate you. And you can give us some money, get some bonus episodes of the show, get bonus shows. You can also leave us ratings, reviews, tell your friends. Yeah.
And
Do those things.
it's free to join us in thanking our producer, Gwen.
Yeah.
Thank you,
We
Gwen.
appreciate her. What should they do until next time, Kole?
Watch out for misaligned expectations about your capacity in one-on-one combat with animals.